As Ohaneze did it, we have what is called the Anambra State Elders Council. The chairman of the Anambra State Elders Council is His Excellency Chief Emeka Anyoko, the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth. We have shown about 57 members, prominent people in the state, leaders of thought. And Dr. Lex Ekweme is a member of the Elders Council. Dr. Chukwemeke Zife.
Is he supporting?
I'm coming. They're all members of this Elders Council. The Elders Council doesn't support any party. They are leaders, our leaders of thought. Traditional rulers, they're like Igwe Achebe and many others. So they looked at the politics of the state and agreed with the decision of Ohaneze. Elders Council endorsed it and issued a communique that was published that they aligned themselves with this zoning arrangement.
So what does that mean? The people must comply with that?
No, you are free to contest. But if you contest against this popular decision of the elders of the state, who will vote for you? So today, the consideration in this election remain with those who are from the northern senatorial zone, where the APC candidate comes from, the PDP candidate comes from, and the incumbent governor, the performing governor the So the satellite is on this zone, not on the central. But where you are looking at the former Minister of Aviation, who is from this zone.
You've been in politics for a while, and you know that.
So I know the dynamics.
These things are not cast in stone, because you've seen governors, predecessors, successors, who still come from the same zone after 8 years.
For you to have an upset, you know, because if you want to say that somebody can be wonderful, in which case I've not even seen the candidate that is wonderful, better than Obiano. But for you to have an upset, the government in place must have disappointed or performed abysmally to the extent that anybody can come in. You know, anybody can come in to be. Like in Imo State in 2011, when the people of Imo State rose up against the incumbent governor for many reasons, the Imo people did not consider that Atiku had just had 8 years, and then to vote for Abga candidate then, Rochas Okorocha, who also comes from the same senatorial zone, Olu senatorial zone. But the reason was that the incumbent failed, and the people rose against him. Nobody wanted him to continue. But in the present situation in Anambra State, the incumbent is doing very well, exceedingly very well.
Are you trying to?
So you cannot come with an upset.
Is this?
You must flow with the tide.
Are you trying to, you know, reassure your party members and your candidates that, you know, that cannot happen in this instance?
Nothing will happen. I am the chairman
is that what you're saying?
I'm the chairman. I'm the chairman.
Looking at what it is that you're both presenting, I mean, all the candidates are presenting. Yes. You obviously do see some of your opponents as credible threats.
There are candidates in the election that can be voted for, but they're not credible threats. I've just used the issue of zoning to eliminate the UPP candidate.
That's what I'm saying.
And
so
I'll tell you,
what you seem to be doing with this is to reassure your members and your party and perhaps your candidates that don't worry, this will not be a threat at all because of this and this reason. But isn't that up to the people of Anambra to decide?
No, it's up to them to decide in the next 2 days. We're just making projection on how they will vote and tell that to influence the election. I'm here. I've led the campaign through the 21 local governments in the state. And I can tell you that the people are united in agreeing that the incumbent governor has done very well for them, and it should continue. So if you are campaigning against him with falsehoods, with lies, with claims.
Is that what they're doing?
That's what they're doing. They're projecting things that are not correct.
Because if you've done very well, it will be obvious to the people of the state that he has done very well, and despite whatever these people say, we can see what he has done.
They can't see. They must be blind.
I'm saying it must mean that they can see what.
Yeah, they can see what he has done, because even both of you are not from Anambra State, and from a distance, you have seen that this governor has garnered the most important awards in Nigeria in just 3 years and 7 months of being in office. You know, So if from afar you can feel these things,
what
how much more people that are on ground?
I don't want to take anything away from people who have given the governor awards and the awards that have been given.
Yes.
But then you know that people oftentimes take awards with pinches of a pinch of salt.
No, Obiano has not bought any award. Very credible organizations have given him these awards. You know, unless you want to say that any person can get it. Otherwise, other people will be getting it. There are measures of performance that attract these awards to this very man, you know. And I want to tell you that the people of Anambra State have endorsed him through various groups in the state.
All right.
You know, like the SHAD0WS, Association of Town Unions, that is Association of the President Generals of all the town unions in Anambra State, 181 of them. They are on the ground to see the performance of Obiano, and if they have come out together to endorse him for a second term in office,
now
market leaders,
if you say that,
various opinion leaders,
people campaign with